What is going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be going over GameStop and AMC stock and why I believe this could be the final dip before the biggest rip we have ever seen in all of history. But before I do get into why I believe that, make sure to go down and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, because I do update you guys on GameStop and AMC stock every single day. So today was a terrible day for GameStop, down 10% on 11 million shares traded. In the morning we were trading at $31.68, and within a couple hours we went from that high of $31.68 all the way to $27.56. This trend line that we did go over yesterday has clearly been broken, and I'm not gonna lie, it was looking amazing. On the daily Bollinger Bands, we were right there at the center line, and it was looking like we were going to bounce off it. Obviously, technical analysis isn't always right. Obviously, anything could friggin' happen. Basically, the whole market was red. GameStop especially, down 10%. So now we're testing the bottom of the daily Bollinger Band. If we bring up the RSI on the daily, it is now below 50. So it is not the best look right now. There is, I said this can be the final dip before the freaking rip, but there is some room for it to go down a little bit more. And in my opinion, obviously not financial advice, I think everything is lining up for a huge squeeze next week for Donald Trump's inauguration. In my eyes, the way I'm seeing it, it's like a slingshot. The more they pull it back, the higher we are going to go. And there's some interesting things we're going to go over today on why exactly the price dropped so hard today for GameStop specifically. As for AMC right now, in the last couple of hours of trading today, the RSI has fallen to the lowest it's been since before the reverse split for over a year. I believe this could be the lowest it has ever been in history. It was down 7.5% today. We hit a low of $3.23, almost 20 million shares traded. And on the hourly chart, there is some bullish RSI divergence. I'm going to bring up that chart in a bit. But don't get me wrong, it is possible we continue this bear trend all the way to 290, maybe even a new low. I never thought I'd say this, but it is possible. I mean, if that does happen, it's time to buy more. There's nothing else to do but buy the dip. They want to keep offering us this price. They want to keep offering me this price. I'm going to keep taking it. My check comes in on Friday. I am ready to go all in, back into shares. I'm going to start buying shares once again, and possibly a couple of $3.5 calls for AMC. But I mean, it's just a little strange how, Adam Aaron was saying, $5.66 is that key number. We're only 10 cents away from it up here at $5.56. 10 more cents. Boom. Dilution from $5.56 all the way back to $3.24. That is ridiculous. I mean, there's no other word that could describe it. Definitely strange. Adam Aaron's over there tweeting, saying he feels our pain. Yeah, he's making $20 million a year, only putting like not even 10% of that into AMC stock. Doesn't make sense. As for GameStop, it's possible we come and retest this $26 level once again, which is what we were at when Roaring Kitty made his first tweet back on December 5th on the time you cover. So it's possible we do touch that again tomorrow, like possibly in the morning we get a sharp little spike down and then we recover. But I mean, the RSI on the hourly chart fell below 30 in the last couple of hours for GameStop. It was just way oversold. So I believe over the next couple of days, we can make a bounce back off these very terrible moves for both GameStop and AMC. James Rowland said, I would hope the bearish sentiment is only coming from those who held options even after price lost the daily trigger, because in the grand scheme of things and on a macro outlook, there's nothing wrong with retesting the weekly trigger before exploding to the upside. I'll continue to be patient and wait for the inevitable to play out. If you're just here to troll and spread negativity, kindly unfollow. I love it. I love when times like these happens. These are when the shows come in full force. These are when the negative people start commenting full freaking force, and I love every second of it, because just keep that negativity coming. I'm going to just keep doing me. I'm going to just keep buying the dip. I mean, there's nothing else to do. Really, at this point in time, there's nothing else to do but buy this juicy dip. The weekly trigger though right now is at $25.78 for GameStop. Like I said, it is possible we come down to this $26 level, retest that, and then break out. Kind of makes me think of the Roaring Kitty timeline. Maybe we were wrong about the fire emoji this whole time. This was a pretty significant move for GameStop to the downside, which can be bringing up the fire emoji. And if it's true that the explosion comes right after the fire, then it is possible that we could see a huge crash before a freaking huge squeeze. Because now that we bring up the daily chart, this really does look like just one giant handle on one giant cup, doesn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. This looks like one giant handle, and I believe we will be getting this explosive move back to the upside sooner rather than later. So this was the bullish divergence I was talking about. I said bullish RSI divergence on the 1 hour time frame for AMC. GameStop drops 10% on low volume and no news today. Everything is lining up for a huge squeeze the week of Donald Trump's inauguration. So, less than a week, Donald Trump is going to be inaugurated. Ryan Cohen has had nothing to say over the past couple of months. Really, over the past couple of months, Ryan Cohen has mainly talked about Trump. No reason why, just Trump. 665 times, multiple times, talking about Trump. So it's obvious that Ryan Cohen really wanted Trump to become the president once again. And I don't believe it's just because he likes Trump. I believe it's because GameStop is going to benefit from Trump being the president of the United States. That's simply why I think Ryan Cohen wanted Trump to win. The same reason Elon Musk wanted Trump to win, because it is going to benefit himself and Tesla. I mean, it's going to be huge. This guy said, pay very close attention to how they're shorting GameStop on low volume. Short stock interest arbitrage does 3 things. Causes short-term pain. Secondly, it confirms that short interest on GameStop is significantly higher than what's reported, as if that comes as a shock to anyone. And lastly, that their primary vehicle to short GameStop is still on red show. They are running out of options. Not financial advice, but not only does it show that someone is seriously in trouble, as the 125 puts have all come from the exchange floor today, but moves to the upside will be even more violent now. So today there was over $2.3 million loaded into GameStop $125 put, which is insane. That's a huge amount of money. Jim Cramer even posted today, he said, taking GameStop winnings and piling them into quantum, why not? What a sick bastard. This just confirms that GameStop is about to go to the moon. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did make it to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what the heck are you guys doing? Make sure to go down and subscribe. I truly do believe this is the dip before the rip for GameStop and AMC. And if it does somehow go lower, I will continue buying this AMC and GameStop dip every chance that I get. But I will keep you guys updated on what happens with GameStop and AMC stocks, so make sure to stay tuned on my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. As y'all know, I'm buying the dip.
Here we go, come on, push it, buying the dip.